Alright, welcome back to Dr. Stone Anime Review, episode number 63. Yep, it's back for the first time in about... I think it's been a bit since last core was released. Let's see. Oh my gosh, not since September. I'm like, wow, not since September. We're in April. Yes, we're in April. This was, oh my gosh, like almost 7 months ago. Well, the thing is, the manga has long since ceased publication, so we have time here. Started the Globetrotters are for this one. Yes, that's the name of the thing. No, it's nothing to do with the actual Globetrotters. That's something else altogether. So, the website says, oh yeah, this cover chapters 199 and 200. That is a partial lie, because not only covered 199 and 200, that also covered the first 14 pages of chapter 201. Yes, it's covered like about roughly 2.5 chapters this episode. So, yeah, after about 7 months, so basically, by the way, this is the 25th episode of the Science Future arc, which also happens to be the 82nd episode of the entire series, known as Future Engine. So, we pick up not long after we left off with Core 2 left off. Oh, by the way, unlike in the case of Core 1 and Core 2, which was the confirmed episode count for those two, not the case of Core 3. Yes, there is no confirmed episode count. I'm guessing that the studio is probably giving the show plenty of breathing room. If I would take a guess at how many episodes we're going to get, I'd say we'll probably get probably not 12. No, probably not. I'm guessing at this, we're probably going to get, I believe, like the series is like 230 chapters, I believe it is, so we're probably going to get about, I don't think 20 episodes. No, I don't think 20. I'm thinking probably about 15 episodes. That's my guess anyways. So, we see that Dr. Zeno, where he basically, first he's in that loincloth, and then he's got his clothes back on. Yes. And of course, all the science people are woken up, and they look up some of the group. Stanley himself is not here. You're thinking, where is Stanley Snyder? We see the girl who's a fangirl of his. But you're probably thinking, did the anime cut out Stanley Snyder? Because you're probably thinking, like, I could have sworn he was turned to stone too. Well, he was not depetrified. No. Mainly because he is not playing a role in this arc. He does play a role in the last bit of the series. And most of which had the fangirl, the muscle woman, and like a couple others. And the big thing of this episode is building a rocket engine. And thanks to Dr. Zeno, they managed to basically introduce electricity. Yes, electricity to the stone world. Yep, they introduce electricity, a stone engine, well, a rocket engine, mind you, because they want to go to the moon. They bring out the Perseus, which apparently was sunk. It's on the ocean. It's on the bottom of the river in South America for the past 7 years. So then they disassemble this one, build parts for rocket and tin cans, and build a new Perseus, which is more almost like a modern Navy vessel where it's like really fast and there's AC in it and electricity. So they build together. Oh yeah, and this thing is powered not by nuclear radiation. Oh no, this is basically powered by sewage. Yeah, raw sewage. You might be thinking, that's gross. Senku likes basically mixing poops into some stuff. At least he doesn't make poop into food, that'd be gross. But certain scientific stuff for some weird reason, and Senku, Suika herself becomes sort of a science nerd, like Chrome. Of course, it was a joke about when they made the actual Chrome. They thought they put the actual Chrome in the actual furnace. I thought that was kind of funny. and they make all these really cool medals. They tested the rocket engine, works, but it's just a prototype. But so pretty much they'll set up as a city there, and then of course they have to split the 3 teams. One is by Taiju, where they go back to U.S. to go to Corn City and wake everybody up, including Taiju's, well, the girl he's in love with, Now, in the case of, there's also going to be a team there to build the rocket engine, and Team 3 is going overseas to get more people. I think it's like get more parts for the rocket, I think it was. And then also, they're out at sea, and then, it gets hot, but basically they get the AC, and then the communication is up because radio's back up running, and then the white man contacts them. And of course, they can't use regular communication before because the distance is a little further, so they use Morse code. Not a bad idea to do. And then the white man contacts them, and instead of saying, why? And it's very creepy they have it here. And by the way, the whole stuff with the ship, that's actually from chapter 201, that's not from 200, mind you. Where the episode ends with this. With the white man saying, do you want to die? And it's a creepy motion where the white man's hand is on Senku's shoulder. I thought it was a really cool visual, the fact they kept that in there. All in all, a great episode. And I know that after next week, I think as far as I can tell, I think this might be the only... I want to take a look about this. So, yeah. So this is a definite. So after next week, Thursday we just down to just Dr. Stone. After next week, after next week basically, because Jujutsu Kaisen's officially wrapping up this core, and yeah, that's pretty much basically what's going on here with that one. Yep, so yeah, that's pretty much a particular video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next up, we're going to do one more video for tonight, and then we're going to close out here. And it's Metal Heroes, okay? Next video, bye.